Video game box arts are usually what gets you to look at and buy a game. When you're walking down at your local GameStop and you see this and you're a moody teenager, you're probably going to want to buy it. Unless you're me.
Which is why today I went through every game in my game collection to find the best and worst box art of all my consoles and handhelds.
Let's start with the Game Boy Advance. Now, I don't have any actual boxes for these games, so I'm going to judge them based off of the cartridge looks. And from the 3 official games in my game collection, I went with Tetris World for the best. I'm a simple man who likes colors, and colors is what we got. It also splits it into Tetraminos just to say, hey, this is Tetris by the way. I find that as a cute little detail. As for the worst, I went with Sonic Advance. Ignoring the rusty dusty cartridge that you see, it's just a blue background with a little effect of white. It's not the worst, but this can be used for any Sonic game. Though we are talking about cartridges, so I won't be too cruel. Up next is PlayStation 1. I went with Final Fantasy VII for the best. Just look at it. Cloud, facing backward, staring at what I think is Midgar in the background, standing as one of the big locations of the game. It's a pretty good box art for a pretty good game. As for the worst,
Maybe it's the big heads, but I don't like their faces. It makes me feel uneasy. Now, yes, I do believe this is what the characters look like in-game, but I don't like it. Yes, it shows what happens in this video game based off of a board game, but no! Those people just don't look right. They are responsible for keeping me up at night. This is quite possibly my least favorite box art in my collection. And I know I was trying to direct towards kids and grandmas, but it just looks wrong. Is it their head? Their teeth? I just don't know. I know I keep repeating myself, but I just can't look at this for more than 5 minutes.
with that out of the way, let's head over to the 3DS. I picked The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D for the best. The box art is pretty crowded, but I think it's a good type of crowded. Link holds the Mask of Truth with his Zora, Goron, and Deku forms behind him. Behind Link it shows the many weird and wacky characters in the game. The beautiful, yet eerie sky color with the clock town beneath, and way in the background has Skull Kid wearing the mask with the disturbing faced moon behind him, shining brightly. It's a darn good box art with a nice art style, and while it may not be the best Zelda remake to some people, it definitely does get the job done of showing what weird adventure you're going to play. As for the worst, I picked New Super Mario Bros. 2. It's Mario, alright, and to me it's not bad, but just kind of boring. There's a lot of coins, and I do like the renders for Mario and Luigi, but everything else feels bland. Yes, I know the whole idea of the game is to collect the many coins, and Nintendo made that very clear. The gold flower is a nice touch, however. The background is yellow. It's not really my favorite. Overall, this box art is fine, and it gets the point across. It's Mario, and he's collecting coins. What more could you ask for? For Xbox One, I picked Rayman Legends. Yes, this game is on other consoles, but my video, my rules. To me, this box art screams awesome. Rayman grabbing this thing by the tongue, smirking and about to punch it. Petition for a new Rayman 3D game. Please? It just looks really slick and cool. As for the worst, I picked Madden 24. What I see is a guy's head. Now, yes, I know he's wearing football armor and a helmet, but it looks like he's trying to figure out my deepest, darkest fears. I don't like that. I have a box art to fear already. Moving on to the Wii U, I picked Sonic Lost World as the best. Say what you will about the game, say what you will about the Deadly Six, I love this box art. It shows Sonic doing a cool pose, the Deadly Six up top in separate panels, Windy Hill Zone in the background, all those corkscrews and loops. It makes me think Sonic is ready for action and these guys are the main villains. As for the worst, I picked Nintendo Land. It's just a bunch of me's running around wearing Nintendo costumes along with a gamepad. Some other Wii U games have the gamepad in its box like Mario Party 10, but that one actually shows Bowser holding it and it makes it a little bit better. You know, because also Mario Party 10 has the Bowser Party mode. Now, yes, the gamepad is used for the multiplayer mode, but it just sits there. It's not the worst box art I've seen, but I don't see it becoming a favorite. I don't have any cases or boxes from the Nintendo 64, but the cartridges usually keep the same, if not a similar image to the box art. So for the best, I picked Super Smash Bros., and I will say it shows what the game is about. A goofy game with Nintendo All-Stars fighting. Mario doing his classic jump, to Samus being flung in the background, to Pikachu trying to zap Mario. The bubbly letters are also a nice touch. My second choice would have been F-Zero X, but I think Super Smash Bros. Definitely takes the cake for me. As for the worst, we had one, we'll have it again. Madden 99 has the worst art in my opinion. This time, it's not even a football player. For Madden 24, I could tell that this guy, even though I don't know his name, plays for the Bills. I think that's what they're called. This guy, who the heck is he? He's just holding a football. Smiling. I don't play Madden, but if I did, I'd most likely buy one that has an actual football player. Then again, this guy could be super important for all I know. Anyways, I guess the football he's holding kinda gets the point across? Maybe? Well, on to the Sega Genesis, and I actually have a boxed game. Sonic Spinball, ladies and gentlemen. While I've never gotten past the first level, it's just Sonic, legs and feet turned into a ball. I really like that detail, not to mention the little pinball flipper on the side. The cartridge shows the same as the art, just cut off from the bottom. For the worst, I picked Madden 94. Now, look, a cartridge against an actual box isn't fair. Luckily for you, my dear viewers, I looked up the box so we can have a fair fight. Again, not even the player. It's the same guy. The cartridge itself is fine, just fine. To me, it wouldn't appeal even if I liked football. See, if little Jimmy is walking along the store and he finds this next to Vector Man, I bet your face he's picked in Vector Man over Madden. Vector Man is cool. This old football guy isn't. Editor's note, I did not know that the guy on the Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis boxes were the famous football guy Madden. Please don't hate me. Have a great day. Video's not over. But yeah, little editor's note. The Wii has a ton of games I'm nostalgic for, and some games that I've bought recently that I might feel nostalgic for when I'm older. I picked Xenoblade Chronicles for the best box art. This art is so beautiful. The open plains and sky, the Mechonis looming over the plains, and the Minato, right in the middle. I like to think this box art shows so much with so little, and I think that's genius. I then decided that Game Party 2 is the worst. It's just two hands holding Wiimotes, and a ton more games on a checkerboard background. That's it. I don't have anything else to say. We now move into the GameCube games. For the best, I picked Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. It's shiny, and I like shiny things. Samus is here, alert and ready, and those blue designs are a pretty nice touch. It's a nice box art that gets the job done. Sonic Adventure DX, on the other hand, Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. It's a port, alright, and its box art is, it isn't the worst thing I've ever laid my eyes on, but Sega did try to create Sonic in 3D. Again, did it work? Absolutely not. I feel like the addition of Chaos makes it look a little better, but they should have stuck with the classic art for the original game, just made some tweaks to it. Though, it doesn't kill my eyes, unlike the Game of Life. Up next we have the Switch, and Huh? Ow! Ah! Ow! 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 Wait, what? Ow! Oh! Ah! For that predicament, the only thing we have left is Switch. Someone help me. I decided to go with Pokemon Legends Arceus. It shows a vast and beautiful landscape with Akari and Ray, and some Pokemon. The big mountain in the back, the big expansive sky. It's a pretty beautiful box art with a nice art style. As for the worst, I went with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. It's an okay box art. Pikachu is here. The little Pokeball in the corner is a nice touch, but it doesn't look exciting to me. The background is just grass and sky. There's no elevation or anything in the background's landscape or anything. Just grass. I would have loved to see one of the cities in the background. It's just a giant Pikachu in a field. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this video. I know not everyone will agree with me, and that's perfectly fine. Everyone can have their own opinions, blah blah blah. But anyways, thanks for watching. See you later. Something else. And another thing. I forgot to put in the DS cartridges. I do have a box of Mario Kart DS. This part is not scripted. And out of the DS games I own, the best one would be Mario Kart DS. I like the checkered flag. And the worst would be Super Mario 64 DS. So, I guess the gray on this one is a little hard to see the logo. But this one's pretty easier. But still, I like Mario Kart DS a little more. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.